Good evening. Thank you for joining us here in our very, very compact environment this evening. We are doing some rearranging and some remodeling. There's now a wall separating us from the rest of the store. It's incomplete, but we're getting there. So, in the meantime, we have a little less space. But once we're all done, it'll be great.
Yes.
Yeah, Brian was like, hey, I've got this book, The Comic of Amontillado, and we're like, oh, what's that? And then now all of a sudden, we're just stuck in here.
Brick by brick.
Yeah, he's like, here, I have this Action Comics 1 for you.
Anyway, I'm Paul, this is Eric. There's a rose behind us.
Yo!
This is your first time with us. There's a link below. Fill it out. We will invoice you as soon as we are done, and we'll ship your comics out as soon as possible. As soon as you pay.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us here at the Dark Side in Sarasota, Florida.
Indeed.
Yes. So we're going to go over a handful of new comics that we read this evening.
And two we didn't.
And a couple we didn't. There's a lot of books, but only so much time. And then we're going to go over some old books, some good books.
Oh, yeah.
Some books we've had before, but we've come across some new copies. Very exciting things.
And some stuff we haven't had before.
Yeah.
And some pricey ones.
And some pricey ones.
Peace.
Had to put some pricey ones in the safe because they're not for us.
Well, I think some of those are.
Yeah. All right, Eric, why don't you start us off with a book?
First up, let's do Superman and the Authority, #1. I quite enjoyed this. So it opened in 1963, which I was not expecting.
That's cool.
With Superman and JFK having a conversation. So sort of the premise of this book is Superman is looking to make a finer world, and the way he's going to do it is by enlisting Manchester Black and some less scrupulous people to help him to that end. I enjoyed it. It's Grant Morrison, so it's probably going to be dealing with some weirdness. My only complaint, honestly, is just a little bit of pacing. You know, it's a 4-issue series, and at the end of issue 1, we haven't seen the whole team yet. But I greatly enjoyed it.
I mean, I pretty much trust Grant Morrison.
Same.
One of the books, we put out another book this week. They put out another book this week. The Proctor Valley Road, which is the first time I haven't shown it because I've shown it every time. If you haven't caught on yet, it's a good book.
Yeah, I need to read the rest of it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Grant Morrison's fantastic.
Yes, they are. I love their work.
We're going to stick with DC. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, issue #2. Very pleasantly surprised about how much I like this book.
I'm glad.
This picks up, actually it doesn't pick up where issue 1 left off. It's a few weeks down the road. Did you read issue 1?
I did.
And Supergirl and this girl from the farm planet, they're riding the rails, taking buses, because Supergirl still doesn't have her powers. And then, it's the girl basically narrating through her diary about what they're doing and everything, and she keeps getting big, monstrous, smelly people falling asleep on her on the bus. And it's fun.
Okay.
It's fun. It's a good road trip issue.
I've had that happen.
Yeah.
Here in Sarasota, in fact.
It's a very good road trip issue, and I think Supergirl is written the best that I've ever read her.
Yeah, she gets a rough shake of it sometimes. I still need to read the Mark Andreyko run, which I've heard was pretty solid.
Right.
But I also love Mark Andreyko, so.
What else you got?
Next up, we have Blue and Gold, #1, from Booster Gold creator Dan Jurgens and Ryan Sook. This wasn't the best first issue ever, however. I am caveating that with a lot of this was reintroductions of the characters because they haven't really been major characters in a while. So this is definitely building the groundwork for who these characters are, what their relationship is to each other, to superheroes as a whole. And I like that part of it. I thought it was a great time, and I thought it was very fun.
Good.
And I'm looking forward to where this series is going. It has some interesting setup for what's going down. And I'm just excited to have these two in a book again.
They're a fun duo.
I love Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, and they do not get a fair shake of things as often as I'd like. So this was a good read, and I'm looking forward to more of it. Plus, I'm always happy to pick up a Dan Jurgens book. He is a favorite of mine.
He's good too. Yeah. Here we got Shadecraft number 5. Again, continuing the story. This kind of closes out like this first chapter. It's going to be ongoing. I'm not sure how long, or if it's just inevitably ongoing.
Shadecraft will end at the end of time.
But it's good. Again, the artwork is great. The shadow creatures are great.
It's good.
And I can't say anything without spoiling it.
So is it still taking sort of a horror direction, or is it taking what? This book could go a bunch of different ways.
It's still scary. Still
Okay.
really good, fun, relatable dialogue.
Okay.
There's... I can't spoil it.
Yeah, this is one where I liked the first issue, but
Yeah.
there's just too many books for me to keep going with everything I enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't started it, the trade will be out in a couple months. Just pick it up.
Okay.
It's good. It's good stuff.
I'm glad to hear it. It's always I always am happy to hear when the indie books that I enjoyed the first issues of are still good.
It is good. Good books are good.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Next up, we got Shazam! Whereas I jokingly, curmudgeoningly still call him Captain Marvel when I feel like it. There's 2 Captain Marvels. There's this one and Carol. They're both Captain Marvel. But yeah, this was fun. I liked it.
My favorite thing that DC is doing right now is that they're doing miniseries.
Yes.
This is 1 of 4.
All 4 of the DC books we have right now are minis.
Yeah.
This one was mostly fun. There was one moment that gave me a very specific flashback to my childhood, and not in a good way. But otherwise, I really enjoyed this book. The basic concept is Billy's powers are acting really erratically, and he has to figure out how to stop that, both for himself and for his sister and Freddy, who also have the same powers. There's a lot of good ways this could go. It's sort of in the framework of Titans Academy, Teen Titans Academy. So if you've been reading that,
it's from the pages.
Yeah, it plays into that a lot.
From the pages.
It's still really weird having Starfire and Raven as teachers. It works. It's just it's just very jarring. But it's not a bad thing. It's different.
Okay. Yes. We got Marjorie Finnegan, a temporal criminal, issue number 3. More zany antics. This you get introduced to a couple bad guys. One, the Lord of Evil.
Good.
And he's just a slob of a dude.
Uh-huh.
He's not menacing or anything. He's just
I wonder who that reminds me
But
of.
he's got the neat.
No, I was making a political joke.
But yeah, so if you've read the first 2, it's just fun, zany, time travel, goofy antics.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm not usually an Ennis fan, but
I go back and forth with Ennis. I generally like him. Punisher, Preacher.
Mm-hmm.
The TKO book he did. I was just telling Rick's back, everybody.
Hello.
The TKO book, the Sarah.
Okay.
Found it incredibly boring. That noise you hear is Rick vanishing into the ether. Yeah, it's just a good time.
I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it.
What do you got?
Next up, we have the Lunar Ladies. I thought this was fun. Both the art and the writing were sort of a throwback to Golden and Platinum Age comics, which I thought was pretty fun. The art is super throwbacky and it works. So the idea is that on the moon there is a society of only women, ruled by a benevolent queen, and then this one scientist has discovered how to create a Y chromosome and is evil because of this. I have complex feelings about some of the gender aspects of this book, but I mostly think it's pretty fun.
Yeah. I mean, it literally looks fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed reading it.
Who did that one? Well, what's the publisher?
Scout.
Sorry.
Tales from Harrow County. Issue number 1 of the Fair Folk. I believe this miniseries is called The Fair Folk.
In which sense is the meaning of the word?
Ferry.
Okay.
Yeah, they are fairies.
As in small boat.
Yep. Not a dinghy. If you've ever read any of the Harrow County, not only is the artwork always gorgeous, but it's consistently some of the best, like, macabre, supernatural, yet also endearing stories around. And the main story for Harrow County is done. It's over. There's 2 paperback omnibuses that you can read through for $30 each, $25 each, I forget. But the Tales from Harrow County, this is the second Tales from Harrow County's miniseries, and they follow the main character's best friend from the main story. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay.
Lastly,
Very good.
Lastly, before we get to the variant rack-up, we've got Moon Knight #1 from Jed MacKay. I really liked this. The way I sort of elevator pitched this is like a Daredevil type character, but instead of fighting like gangs, they fight like vampires. Because the Moon Knight has opened a church, the Midnight Mission is what it's called.
That sounds cool.
And anyone who travels under the night can come seek his protection.
That's very cool.
It's very interesting.
That sounds like something that a megalomaniacal hero would do.
So anybody who travels under night, like anybody who like arrives during the evening, or
is there a time cutoff?
I'm not sure.
Is it
They haven't really gotten into that. He's also like, because the framing narrative of this is he's talking to his therapist, because the Avengers, after Jason Aaron's Khonshu story arc, have asked him to go see a therapist.
That's fair.
It's interesting stuff, and I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. And God, this Steve McNiven cover is gorgeous.
Yeah, there was a handful of Moon Knight variants this week, and like I think every one of them was wonderful.
Yes, I have 2 for your.
Normally there's like 1 or 2 of like when there's a dozen variants, like 1 or 2 stand out, but these were all great.
First, we've got the Scotty Young variant, which I always love Scotty Young's variants.
They're fun.
This one's just so adorable.
is that the person who does the young ones?
Yes.
The Young Ones?
Yeah.
The British TV series?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Hots variant, this is the 125, right?
Yeah.
It's very nice. And the others are normal cover price, but this one is $25.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in this 125, it will be 25 in 1.
Yes, it will.
I thought that was some fun wordplay.
Last issue we got up here that we read is Mother of Madness #1, Mom #1.
With a hell of a creative team.
Yeah, on writing duty, you've got Marguerite Bennett. I can never say, me no good with names. And then Game of Thrones superstar Emilia Clarke. Yeah, I can't spell with names.
Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke. This is the story of a single mother superhero, and she gets each of her moods has a different superpower effect. Like when she's like happy, she gets Mr. Fantastic-y, and then when she's angry, she gets Wolverine-y. and it's just like
she the best she is at what she does.
and she's angry.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of social satire and stuff in here. So if you enjoy satire, this might be for you. The artwork is good. We're going to go and look at some of the variant covers. The regular, second, the B cover is by the great Jen Bartel.
I like that very much.
Yeah, it's a really good one. And I always love Jen Bartel.
Never really go wrong with Jen Bartel.
She recently did some Magic cards, actually.
Oh, really?
Her and Fiona Staples.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I bet those Staples cards are cool.
They're great.
Here's a 1 in 10 cover. Still at regular cover price.
She's yelling at a tiny man in a toilet.
Uh-huh. Here's the C cover.
Rose made a face, and it made me laugh.
So it's it's an interesting book. Definitely check it out. It's only $6 for, I think it's a 3-issue series, but it's the square bound books. It's thicker than your regular comic. I don't know if you can see that, how thick that is.
So next up, we have some variant covers from some books that we didn't read, but we love the variants. And these are books that, in the case of Guardians, I know for a fact is fantastic. And in the case of Captain Marvel, everyone I know who's read it loves it. So first up, we have Captain Marvel number 30s, Peach Momoko Marvel anime variant. And the hair, she draws Carol's hair so wonderfully.
Looks like Cloud.
Like, I'm buying me a copy of that, too. And also, for those who are fans of Jamie McKelvey, he is both writing and drawing a story in here. And I have it on a good authority that Miss Marvel also makes an appearance in that story. So if you like her, too, perfect pickup. And then we have 2 very cool variant covers for Guardians of the Galaxy 16. So in addition to being great covers, this is the first part of the Last Annihilation storyline, which is going to be a crossover between Guardians of the Galaxy Sword and a Cable Reloaded one-shot from Al Ewing. So 3 books from Al Ewing making one story.
Interesting. I'll read that when it's an omnibus form.
It'll probably just be like a trade or a medium hardcover. You have this wonderful Peach Momoko Groot anime cover. And then we also have this one that I loved, which was like an old romance comic parody cover.
Somebody pointed out, I think it was Tony, pointed out earlier today that it looks like he's like headbutting a chicken.
Yeah, it does. Which is very funny. Gamora is so blinded by her love for Star-Lord, she can't see how much I love her.
Yeah, it's good. Good and authentic.
Yeah, there's some weird drama going on in this book. With like Star-Lord went to another dimension where time moved faster.
He became an old man.
Yeah, and had a kid and was in a throuple. Like, this is probably the best Guardians of the Galaxy book that's ever been written.
Okay.
And that's counting Abnett and Lanning. I just think this book is so good.
I definitely need to read it.
And then we got one more thing for you on this rack.
Yeah.
Do you want me to... Would you like me to pick that up?
I got it.
Okay.
Absolute Carnage, the complete omnibus.
This is all of it.
This is $100. We don't order too many omnibuses in the store, but we've already had pre-orders for 2 of these, so we picked up 1 for the store. It contains Absolute Carnage 1 through 5, Absolute Carnage vs. Deadpool 1 through 3, Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors 1 through 3, Absolute Carnage Miles Morales 1 through 3, Scream 1 through 3, Carnage Avengers, Captain Marvel, Immortal Hulk, Separation Anxiety, Symbiote of Vengeance, which is a Ghost Rider, Symbiote Spider-Man, Weapon Plus. There's so many issues. That's only half of them.
Yeah.
So this is the Absolute Carnage complete.
If you like symbiotes, pick this up.
I can hold it with one hand just fine. It's the moving that hurts.
Okay.
Polka Paul.
So yeah. Do you want to go over? You had a list, didn't you, of other
Yes, I
stuff
did.
that came out?
Here are some other books that came out that we didn't cover this week. We had Aliens. We had Black Hammer Reborn, which I'm shocked Paul didn't read. We had Catwoman. We had Extreme Carnage Phage. We had Flash, Gamma Flight, Godzilla, Homesick Pilots, Justice League, Arrow/Psyche, Miles Morales, which has a wonderful Captain America variant. That
I'm surprised. Was it still out there?
yeah, I only didn't grab it because we didn't have room.
Like that's a cover that like people have been talking about for like a month, and like nobody bought it.
I'm
That's
probably
a good cover.
I'm probably gonna buy one.
Good art.
New Mutants, which that book's been quite good. Nightwing, which I need to read once all the trades for that are out, because this run I've heard is super good. Proctor Valley Road, as we mentioned earlier. And then as a tie-in to the War of the Bounty Hunters series, we have the Jabba the Hutt one-shot.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's also part of the War of the Bounty Hunters was also Darth Vader.
Yes.
So you got 2 War of the Bounty Hunters in Star Wars books this week.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite bounty hunter?
Bosk.
Okay, I respect that. I enjoy Dengar.
I like that guy.
He's just doofy.
Like his backstory is so weird.
Oh,
It's so weird.
I agree, though.
You would.
because he gets shot.
He's a nuanced character.
I think it was Jamie Tracy I was talking to who also really liked Greedo.
Greedo's popular. First Rodan in the Star Wars movies. Rodanian. James Rodanian. So we're going to do something a little different because we have such confined space. We're not going to do the switch to this camera. So we're going to do what we hold them up. Hey, look, Superman #4, first appearance in Bloodsport.
Hey.
And then we're going to put them off on those racks that we normally have them on. And then we will cut to those once they're full.
For second chances.
Yeah. So, Superman, issue #4, first appearance in Bloodsport. We're only like 2 weeks away from Suicide Squad.
God, it is that close, huh?
Yeah. It's been like forever. I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
I do have 2 copies, both at 8s for $20.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Buy both for $40.
Yeah.
I'm wheeling and dealing tonight.
Talking about Garth Ennis earlier, we've had this on the show. We got another one. If you like The Boys, you'll love The Pro. This is a one-shot, single-issue comic.
If you haven't read it yet, you should. If you like Ennis.
I mean, this is a Garth Ennis classic. Eric will hate it.
Classic is a word you could use.
Yeah, no. Written by Garth Ennis, drawn by Amanda Connor, inks by Jimmy Palmiotti.
that duo just pops up all over the place.
And this is in perfect condition. It's a first print, $25. Like,
Wait until they announce it on Amazon, or she makes a guest appearance.
I would not be surprised if she was part of the Boys universe.
Honestly, because they've confirmed they're doing Hero Gasm in season 3. She just pops up,
Just in the background, you see her like a person wearing that outfit.
smoking a cigarette.
All right. Here, we've got a couple Star Wars books tonight. They're both Episode 1 Phantom Menace books, but here's the Wizard 1/2 exclusive.
The holographic
So we
wizard.
got the holographic wizard on. That's on the sleeve. That's not on the book.
Oh, I got real excited. So neat.
So this is technically the first appearance of like all of the newly introduced characters for Phantom Menace. So that's $20. Eric, do you want to talk about this one?
Yes, I would love to. In just a second. Okay. This is from the Christopher Priest run of Black Panther.
It's the first.
With one of Paul's favorite artists, Texiera.
Mm-hmm.
This is Black Panther #1 by Christopher Priest, and this is the first appearance of the Dora Milaje, as well as the first appearance of Okoye and Nakia. So if you enjoyed the movies,
If
these
you
are some
plan on
great
enjoying the
characters.
TV show that's coming up,
Indeed. We have this at a 9 for $50.
another TV show that's coming up, theoretically,
We assume.
because,
You just look so long suffering.
well, Sam and Twitch. We first met them in Spawn #1, and Todd McFarlane's been trying to get them into a thing forever. Like his version of when the Spawn movie he wants to make would focus on them, and Spawn is just a background character. But now they're doing a TV show. I think Stars is doing it. So you get the Sam
Sounds
and
about
Twitch TV show. So got that for $20.
I'm not familiar with them at all.
They're kind of detectives. I mean, they are detectives. One's kind of sleazy.
Next up,
The other one's kind of easy.
we've got the Batman and Danger Girl crossover by Andy Hartnell and Neil Yu, with a J. Scott Campbell cover. We have this at an 8 for $20.
That was a one-shot.
I know absolutely nothing about Danger Girl.
I don't either. I know people that love Danger Girl, but like I've never read any. It's never appealed to me.
And I think that's Talia? I think that's Danger Girl.
Yeah, that is.
For those of you who are curious, we do still have the first appearance of the Thunderbolts in the Incredible Hulk issue. But here we've got the first issue of the Thunderbolts. And this is where all of their identities are really revealed, like who they are.
Yeah. When it's really the Masters of Evil.
Yes, the Masters of Evil. We got that for $20 at an 8.
This is honestly just such a clever concept of like,
It really is.
the Avengers are off in another dimension, so let's replace them. Ooh, this is a fun one. We've got Amazing Spider-Man #529, The Road to Civil War, at a 9 for $30, because this is the first appearance and first cover appearance of the Scarlet Spider suit. Try saying that 10 times.
Scarlet Spider suit. Scarlet Spider suit. Amelia Clark. Here we've got Wolverine #88. The first battle between Deadpool and Wolverine. This is a classic. It's a wonderful cover.
We've had that on before and it sold immediately.
Yes. Anybody who's watching
Mm.
this one. We've got that at a 9 for $50. That's a beautiful, beautiful cover. Here's one I know Eric is excited about.
Yeah, this one is
so
so.
excited.
I came very close to buying this today, but I decided to control my impulses because I've been spending a lot on comics lately. This is Static #1 Collector's Edition. Is this polybag?
It's still sealed.
Still sealed in the polybag?
I can only blind grade these at 9s because I can't open them. But the spines feel intact. There's no divots, no rivets, no nothing.
So this is the first appearance of Static. This set includes Static #1, 4 panels of giant 16-panel mural, exclusive cover poster, and a Skybox trading card. This one is very exciting.
We're just going to hit the milestones all at once here. We've got Hardware #1, still polybag. This is the first of the Milestone Comics books.
I didn't actually know that.
Yes, this is the first released. I'm not familiar with the Hardware character,
I'm not super either, but I am going to be reading the book that's coming up because Dennis Cohen and Bill Sienkiewicz are doing the art.
Yeah. Very nice. And this one, because hardware didn't hit it big like some of the others, this is only $15 for a 9. Like I said, still polybagged.
Also, Brandon Thomas, who's been doing some really good writing, is doing the writing, so that's exciting.
And this is, like, I know everybody loves Static, but I think Icon is my favorite of the Milestone heroes.
That's fair. Also, first appearance of Rocket.
That concept, yes. Icon and Rocket, right there. The first single mother teenager in DC Comics.
Huh.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. It's a weird milestone.
Very cool.
Would have been more impressive with Rocket Raccoon.
Yes.
That would have been insane.
So we got that for $25. It's a good set of milestone books.
Definitely.
Next up, we've got Marvel Comics Presents Before Wolverine There Was Weapon X. And this is the nicest copy of this book I've ever seen. I've got it at a 9. I've never seen this book without, reader wear on it.
And it's Barry Windsor Smith.
Barry Windsor Smith. This is the first issue of the Weapon X story arc.
Some good stuff.
Yeah. That's just wonderful artwork.
What's going on there?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
You got a naked Wolverine.
Sure.
He's naked for a lot of this comic.
This is a close-up of his skull with diodes and crap going in it.
Uh-huh. What about the end of the bottom that looks either
Yes.
like a busted-up piano or like
Uh-huh.
a twisted train track or something?
Well, it's
Is that part of his exoskeleton?
yeah. He's part busted up piano and railroad track.
Yeah, my one of my favorite tidbits is the X-Men podcast I listen to. Their episode that does the story is called Naked in Canada.
Where else would you like to be naked?
Somewhere warmer. Yes. So we have 2 different copies here of Marvel's.
These are not the copies that we've previously had. These are new copies just for you.
Yes. We have Secret Wars number 3, the first appearance of the second Titania. So the one that's going to be in She-Hulk. We have one at an H for 45 and one at a 6 for 20. Both are quite exciting.
This one's a little older. I've got it graded at a 2. It is Marvel Superheroes Presents Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I know that guy.
We've talked about how a low grade on an old book, you can see it in the price.
Yeah.
I've got this priced at $50 for a 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine what a higher value.
What's a 9? Like a
Yeah.
600?
We came across a whole bunch of these Marvel Superheroes Presents. Some of them are getting graded.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all I got.
I mean, that's also a very good cover of Doom. He's doing his doominess.
He's dooming it up.
Next up, we have the Mighty Thor number 390 at a 9. Is that a 9?
That is a 9.
9 for 45. This is the first time that Steve Rogers picks up Mjolnir. Or as Paul would say, Mjolnir.
I'm bad at pronouncing things.
I know, but I'm required to make fun of you for it.
It's fine. You're just like my dad.
Oh. Now I
It's a
feel...
joke. It's one of my catchphrases.
Okay.
We got another Mighty Thor here. 338. We sold one of this right away the other day.
Mm-hmm.
We got another one in stock. This one's at a 9 for $25. The second appearance of Beta Ray Bill.
At a 9. Dang.
Yeah, I think mine was at a 7.
Boom. Wouldn't put that over with the other Thor there.
Indeed.
Derek, I don't know if you want to talk about this book.
I do.
I don't think you do.
I do, though.
I'm going to let Rose talk about
Oh, okay.
Is it... no, is it New Mutants Teen Titans?
it.
No.
Almost.
This is New Mutants Annual number 1 or 2, pardon, at a 9 for $60 because this is the first U.S. appearance of Betsy Braddock, and also also Megan's first U.S. appearance as well.
Megan.
Well, her current code name is Gloriana, but at the time she was just Megan. Megan Pusanu. She has a hard to pronounce last name. And this is when Betsy becomes Psylocke, which is cool.
Which is key.
Yes. This is also just a fun story called Wild Ways about Mojo trying to kidnap children.
That is a fun story.
By using television.
Worked for me.
And it's a great story. Part of one of my.
I was kidnapped by a television.
Yeah.
It's from one of the best books of all time, in my opinion. New Mutants.
I mean, honestly, though, kids being kidnapped by some Pied Piper of television sounds like a terrible 80s movie that you would love.
Yes.
I do love it. It doesn't exist, but I love it.
Paul would have a shrine dedicated to it if it was there.
All right. Giant Size Defenders number 1 at a 7 for $30.
It's in really good condition too.
Yeah. It's a 7. It's got its flaws, but it's in good shape.
Are these from that Friday?
Or at this point, I'm not sure.
It's
a mixed bag of
So
stuff.
keep buying books.
Keep finding books. Just in the gutter. $30.
That are running with blood.
Yes. Did you read that book?
No, but I need to. I've heard it's really good. This is the first issue of Strange Academy at a 9 for $35, and specifically, this is the J. Scott Campbell cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not always a fan of J. Scott Campbell, but this one I'm actually okay with.
It goes with the tone of the book.
Definitely.
I mean, that might be the newest old issue we have, or have ever shown.
I mean, it's only just over a year old.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. John Edson is here.
Hey, John.
Good evening. Speaking of Mr. Campbell, we've got Amazing Spider-Man at number 500, the direct edition. We got that for $45. That's all.
That's all. Yeah, but 500.
Graded down to 8. Yeah. It was how many years ago? 200 issues ago.
Yeah.
What are they up to?
I mean, the problem is now, it's coming out so often that it's just jumping. Nick Spencer started his run not even 3 years ago, and it's already hitting 74 issues. Next up, we have Firestorm, the Nuclear Man number 1 at a 7 for $25. And I did not realize that this is the first appearance of Firestorm.
It is.
As created by a show favorite, Jerry Conway. It's great. And I love this cover. Let's see if I can tell who it is. It is Milgram. That makes sense. Al Milgram does good work.
He does.
And then stuff we've got Strange Tales, number 156, at a 6 for $38. This is introducing Zom. I don't know who that is, but it sounds fun. Prepare for mysticism without end. When Umar walks the earth. So we've got Zom and Umar.
Zom and Umar.
It's a whole mess.
Zom Umar.
That's a weird looking Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Where's the white temples? Where's the goatee? I mean,
he looks like he's got a van, is all I'm gonna say.
With a wizard painted on the side?
Yes.
Alright. We're gonna hit this last one, and then we will just show the screens and you can see if you want anything. We've got Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, number 36. Anybody?
Yeah, this is the 9/11 issue.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing.
It is. I read my friend's copy when it came out.
Yeah, I got a digital copy.
For a second, I thought it was the Stanley one. I was like, no.
Well, we didn't have one at my local shop.
Digital.
I mean, that was a good issue.
It was very well
It's a
put together.
love letter to New York.
Yeah, this is the great issue where you get all the superheroes helping out.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was a sad book. But hey, could be yours for $65.
Out of 9.
Out of 9. It's beautiful. Beautifully sad.
I think this is the only comic I can think of where the blank cover is not a variant.
All right. Now, if Rose would like to toss up one screen or the other, or both. And you guys let us know if you have any questions on those while we jibber jabber.
See any good movies recently?
I'd like to say yes, but that would be a lie.
I just haven't seen any movies since Black Widow.
That was good.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
Yeah, same. It was a great time. Florence Pugh was just phenomenal.
She was indeed.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw Cruella, which I actually really liked.
Yeah, I've heard if you can get past the first scene, it's actually not bad.
Yeah. Music was good. Fashion was incredible. Yeah, I liked it. Talk about what made that Doctor Doom a 2. Please.
That Doctor Doom is a 2 because the cover is basically falling off. That is the main issue with that book.
Can you bring it up close if possible?
You can see the spine right here. I don't know how well that's focused. It's connected about here with tape, and then it's not connected. If this would be great if you wanted to frame it. If you just needed a reader copy.
That seems like the major issue, though.
That is the major issue, yeah. I mean, it's got color breaking folds all throughout. The edges are chipped up. But I don't know if they've ever reprinted the Marvel Superheroes books.
Some of them?
Yeah.
Like, I know 13, which is Carol Danvers' first appearance, has been reprinted. And I believe Marvel's as well. Which, that's all I have to say about that.
We're over there.
Okay. We're here now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everyone. Do you need me to... Please don't hurt yourself, Paul.
I was just lifting a book. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the space is all cramped because we are doing a lot of stuff with our back issues, including prepping for next weekend.
Yep. It's going to be fun. Hopefully.
And we will not have a Saturday show next weekend.
Yeah. We'll have a show this Saturday, but not the following Saturday.
Correct.
For we will be at the Tampa Bay Comic Convention Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sunday.
We've been digging through the back issues, finding only the best dollar comics.
Any good dollar X-Men?
Nope.
Okay. Well, not for me, for the people who read X-Men.
Christian has been doing most of the pulling, so I don't know exactly what's in there.
Fair dinkum.
I'm sure there's some X-Men in there. You'll just have to come find out.
Yeah, that's going to be quite a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you all have fun.
We're going to have some CGC books.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have some of the $5 trays that we have in the store here. We're going to take some of the grab bags that we have in the store. We're going to take, so if you are in the Tampa area, but Sarasota's too far away, you can visit us at the booth and get a little taste of what the store is like.
Mm-hmm. And that issue is going to Mr. John Eidson.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Man, yeah, Suicide Squad's just 2 weeks away.
Should be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
The trailers have been extremely funny,
Yes.
but also heartfelt in moments.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we sold something. We should fill that spot
Yeah.
with a thing. How about with X-Force? Where are we at?
We're in the middle.
X-Force number 11. What is this? The first real domino?
It's either the
Second
first or
real.
the second real domino. I don't remember which.
Yeah. It's the third Deadpool appearance.
Yep. 'Cause first it's Copycat pretending to be Domino. If you've seen the Deadpool movies, the Vanessa from there is kind of that character. It's weird.
I always liked Domino.
Domino's great. I still need to read the Gail Simone book. I've heard that that's fantastic.
Well, why don't we get into... This is probably going to be a pretty short show because, as we've said, we've been doing a lot this week. We're cramped in this little tiny closet right now. So we're going to hit our big books.
Yeah.
And what do I want to give to Eric first? Something that he has no idea what it is.
I'm going to have to look through this pile.
Let's start here.
Drugs.
Let's start with drugs.
And that's what this is. Amazing Spider-Man 96. The 7 for 75. A Job for Peter Parker. The Last Fatal Trip. Mary Jane Knocks Him Dead. And The Green Goblin Returns. What you've been waiting for, this one's got it all. Also, Spider-Man's getting away. So for those not in the know, this is the first part of the Stan Lee drug arc that he was commissioned to write by some government agency.
Right.
And the Comics Code Authority was like, you may not tell this drug story. And they're like, but this is a PSA. This is the government asked us to make this. And they're like, no drugs.
Did we have the second part?
We just had the third part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've had 96 and 98 a couple of times, but I don't think we've ever
had the full set. No.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever had 97, actually.
We have. We haven't had all three together at once.
Understood.
And I know you mentioned the Comics Authority, but that's the first Marvel non-Comics Code Authority.
Correct.
Book, which I would think would make it worth more, but the market's the market. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to give you that one, and I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
First Predator comic.
So try to do a Predator noise.
Predator!
Rose was back there making faces, and she realized she doesn't know what a predator sounds like.
Oh, nope.
It sounds like Predator!
First Predator from Dark Horse Comics. Now, of course, Predator is theoretically going to Marvel, but there's more legal issues. So who knows when we'll get more Predator comics. But this is the first one.
$20.99.
And this is a great Predator 2 cover. Standing on the buildings with a spine. $75, and it's in great shape. It's a 9.
Isn't it kind of like an echolocation clicking noise type thing?
Kinda.
Standing on the roof time. Everybody rip your spine out.
Oh, you can't see that at all.
Next up, we have Strange Tales number 167
Yeah, just put it in.
at a 5 for $60. Is there any particular significance to this one? Or
Nope.
just
It's
okay?
cool.
Yeah, it's got a gorgeous Steranko cover.
Wish I had that one for the 4th of July show.
Fair.
That we had.
Uh-huh. Here is Marvel Superheroes presents The Black Knight. This is issue 17 of the Marvel Superheroes. This is graded out of 6 for $110. This is the origin of the Ebony Blade. It is the first time that the first Black Knight meets the third Black Knight.
Ooh,
There's a whole bunch of shenanigans going on.
very cool.
So 110.
Is that the first printing of the Predator book?
Yes. Yes, it is.
So this is a very cool one. We have Marvel Superheroes number 12 at a 5 for $70, and this is the first appearance of Marvel, the coming of Captain Marvel. Plus 5 all-time greats from the Golden Age, featuring the Black Knight, the Destroyer, Captain America, the Human Torch, and the Submariner.
Let's get a good shot of that.
Yeah.
The crowd aghast.
Got 2 of these. Savage She-Hulk number 1.
So cool.
Yeah. First appearance of She-Hulk.
Yes. Take that, TV show. Not the new one, but the Incredible Hulk TV show. Yeah, we got one of them for 110. And we've got one of them that's just a little bit lower in grade for 98.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Very, very cool.
Can I have that Predator, please?
Oh, I wanted it.
That's going to Mr. John Edson.
All right.
Enjoy it,
fine.
John.
You're welcome, John.
I think that's awesome.
Speaking of things that are awesome.
Here, I'll let you. Actually, let's not get there yet.
Okay. We can do something else first.
Meh. Maybe that one.
Okay. We've got Strange Tales, number 159, at a 5 for 200, and this is the first appearance of Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why you gave it to him?
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't say it.
Also featuring the great Captain America.
Rose's favorite cover.
Love it. I love it so
This
much.
is, it is very good.
Boing.
Shirtless Nick
So
Fury
cool.
is just fun.
He's a dreamboat.
With one eye.
He's probably just complaining about the commie bastards or something. I don't know.
One-eyed Dreamboat is my They Might Be Giants cover, man.
We've got some more Star Wars Phantom Menace issue here. We've got 2 covers for issue number 3. We've got the A cover, which is the first cover appearance of Darth Maul. For 175, almost said collars. 175 collars. $75 out of 9. And then we've got the B cover, not as exciting, still cool, for 65. So, I mean, say what you will about episode 1, but Darth Maul is fantastic.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm going to let you... No, I want to do that one.
Can you pull that ASM down?
Next up, we've got New Teen Titans number 2 at an 8.5 for $200. And this is the first appearance of Slade Wilson, Deathstroke.
Yes. Right, so we've got this graded at an 8.5. We just got in a CGC copy that is a 9.2, I think,
Very nice.
if not a little higher. So we may have that on Saturday's show or next Wednesday. It may be with us at Tampa Bay Comic Con. But I'm sure it will be more than $200.
Fair enough.
All right. You get to do that one,
Okay.
and I get to do this one because I've read this story.
Fair.
The best Inhuman story. We've got Inhumans #5 by Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee. It's got it graded at a 9. It's in excellent shape for $180. And the reason it is so cool is because it's the first appearance of Yelena Belova,
Baloney.
aka Frances Pugh.
Florence. Her name's Florence.
Florence. Sorry. I was like, Frances Florence? That doesn't sound right.
No. Florence.
Florence Pugh. I've seen Midsummer. So $180. You know she's going to be in the rest of the shows and the movies.
Yes, for sure.
She's the new Black Widow.
Yes,
That's only going to go up in price.
for sure.
We should probably just go ahead and get it graded.
Yeah, no one buys it. Next up, we have Marvel Superheroes Presents number 18 at a 5 for $250. Is this the first appearance?
That is the first appearance of the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
Which is so cool. We got Yondu. We've got Vance Astro. We've got these two whose names I forget.
Which one is Sylvester Stallone?
I don't think he's on.
But he was in the movie.
I think he joins the team later.
Okay.
And so is Miley. And what was that, Michelle Yeoh?
I don't remember.
Okay.
So that's essentially it. We still have like some of the books from last week if you'd like us to go through those. Again, it's just been a hectic week here at the dark side.
Mm-hmm.
So we may not go our full hour and a half that we normally do. I don't even know what time
It is 8 o'clock.
It is 8 o'clock. So we're going to pretend that that's it. So there's going to be that moment when everyone's like, ooh, I want this, I want this. So go for it.
They were waiting on that one. Don't like that. That's weird. Okay. That's not very good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very light week, but
there's a lot of good stuff we got.
We may not have quantity, but we do have quality for sure.
Absolutely.
well, the quantity is going to come very soon.
Yeah.
Sounds like a threat.
I mean, I prefer you take it that way.
It's Rose's pastime threatening us.
I think everything you say is a threat.
Yeah,
Have a
that's
good day.
That's probably safest, like, truthfully. To just interpret what she says as threats.
John Eidson would like Firestorm.
Firestorm go.
Over there.
There we go.
We got you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So at this point, we're going to play the filler game. And we're going to fill that with Infinity Gauntlet #1
Hey.
for $30.
Very nice. Paul, what's your favorite cover what's your favorite cover from each rack?
I love Jay Lee's artwork.
Yeah, that cover is just astonishing.
I hate Rose's favorite cover.
I think it's fun.
Shoot, I don't know.
The
Maybe
She-Hulk's awesome.
Yeah.
the Nick Fury
Okay.
over there. Because, like, I mean, I know that was 15 years before G.I. Joe, but that's a G.I. Joe cover right there.
Fair enough. My favorite cover here is probably the Inhumans one for sure.
You should definitely read that book.
I know I need to.
Because that team, like, they just need to team up more. Because they also did the Century, the original Century, and that book's fantastic.
If we have that trade, I might snag it at some point.
My favorite cover over here is the Pro, obviously. It's the Pro.
Okay. I want you to guess what my favorite cover.
My favorite is it's this one,
Okay, the Weapon X one's really good.
Weapon X. Yeah.
Which one's my favorite cover?
I would jokingly say New Mutants, but I know it's Infinity.
Yeah, you're not wrong. New Mutants is very close though. I do kind of love the jumble of it.
It's got a good kinetic energy.
It's a cover that's busy in a way that works.
Mm-hmm. Kind of looks like they're all Star Trek following.
Yeah, definitely.
And over there, probably the Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah.
Or the Black Panther. Beta Ray Bill or Black Panther.
Yeah, I think I agree that it's Beta Ray Bill or Black Panther.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I felt some time.
Yeah, if we're not going to show any more books, I can maybe just call it.
You hear that? She's trying to get rid of us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to call it a night then. Again, if you make your mind up, just message Rose at DS Live.
Yeah.
Tell her what you need. We will make sure you get it.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to join us Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on the Comic Book Shopping Network. We will have more books by then because I will be here Friday working on stuff.
Awesome.
So I bid you adieu.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah. Good night, John Eidson specifically.
Good night, John.
Bye.
Good night, John.